Hello and welcome back to Lessons in Attachment. This is a special episode, as are the following few episodes, because I'm going to be sharing a mini training on how to become unstuck. So if you've ever said to yourself, I know I'm made for more than this, maybe that's more peace, maybe it's better relationships, maybe it's more freedom. You have that feeling, but you keep getting stuck. You keep getting pulled away from that more. You keep getting stuck in the same loops, the same anxious reactions. Today and the following few episodes are going to help you to see why that happens and how you can gently start to shift. This is going to complement my free workshop brilliantly. If you haven't watched the workshop yet, I will link that in the description. Understanding the cycle that keeps you anxious, overthinking, and reactive. So, we're going to have 6 mini trainings over 6 days. This is leading us to my course, Stuck to Secure. In fact, let's start by letting you know about Stuck to Secure and then come back here because I'm going to walk you through a simple visual to show you what's happening inside you when you're feeling pulled towards kind of that version of you that you want to be and that old version of you that you're perhaps trying to move away from. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll draw it out. If you're listening on the podcast, I'm going to try my best to describe each part clearly so that you can follow along just as easily. I do encourage you to have a pen and paper. You can try and do it mentally and in your mind's eye, but nothing's going to be as powerful as putting pen to paper for this. Negative cycles don't break themselves. So are you ready to learn the tools that do? Maybe you're in a season of life where you're feeling stuck after a breakup, stuck and you don't know why, stuck in a rut and you can't find the motivation or accountability to move forward. And that's where Stuck to Secure, my 21-day challenge, comes in. Over 21 days, you'll receive a short daily audio with a brand new psychological tool designed to help you to become unstuck. Step by step, you can start moving towards the meaningful, calmer, more confident life that you truly desire. If you have a feeling that it is time to move forward and that you are made for more, this is your sign to say yes to yourself. Stuck to Secure is based on the truth that old patterns can be interrupted and new patterns can be created. Okay, so I've got my pen and paper, and what we're going to do is we are going to start by drawing a large V. Take up the page if you wish. At the bottom of the V, at the point where the lines meet at the bottom, draw a circle and write, I am here. I am here. So this is you right now. This is the present moment, okay? Maybe feeling triggered, stuck, overwhelmed, neutral, regulated at times, but this is you now. This is a point where we sometimes don't realize, because we're living on autopilot, we sometimes don't realize the choices that we have. The power of this image is to show us that we have choice. A sense of choice, a sense of agency is key if you are wanting to become more secure, happier, and have a more meaningful life. Coming back to the V, the line moving towards the left, I want you to write at the top of that, away. You're just going to write the word away. This side is where anxiety might take over. This is where old patterns run the show. This is not your fault. These are survival behaviors. It's autopilot. It's based on our old beliefs. But here is where you experience certain thoughts, feelings, and behaviors that move you away from who you want to be. Okay, this might be things like over texting, spiraling in your thoughts, the anxiety, ignoring your own needs, putting others above you, trying to fix or chase, the people pleasing, the self-criticism, whatever it is that you know is moving you away. And it tends to make you feel stuck, often full of regret, and it doesn't feel aligned with your most secure self. Coming back to the V, the right side, the right line above that, I want you to write towards. So now we have away and we have towards. This right side is about towards who I want to be. So I want you to take a moment and consider what is important to me? Who is important to me? What's important in terms of my future? This is the version of you that I believe already lives inside. The one who's grounded, secure, compassionate, aligned with your values, courageous, and moves towards what is meant for you and that feeling of more, even when it might feel like it's out of your comfort zone. This is you showing up for yourself, even when it's uncomfortable. Things like learning to pause before you react, choosing not to chase, putting your phone down, stopping that doom scroll, expressing how you feel and your needs calmly, focusing on your own personal development and saying yes and investing in yourself. Every time you move this way, even just a little, even just a tiny bit, you become more of who you are meant to be. And that is what I am here to help you with, to become more of who you are meant to be. Remember the circle we wrote, I am here. In any moment, you can either move a little towards the life you want or a little away, back to survival mode, back to those automatic reactions. You have more choice than you think you do, but we need to practice that. We need to practice moving towards. We need to develop the skills to stop being pulled away. This is inspired by acceptance and commitment therapy, by the way. This is where you are, is your choice point. And the more you practice noticing that you have a decision to make, the less stuck you will feel. Even if you've gone left 100 times before, you can choose right. That's where your power is. That's what these 6 trainings are going to support you to do, to choose to go towards what is meaningful for you. And that is what Stuck to Secure is all about. If you know deep down that you are made for more, whether that is more love, more ease, more fun, more joy, more than what you are experiencing right now, you already have what it takes. You have that idea that you're meant for more. This is how you get unstuck, not by fixing everything overnight, but by noticing that you've been hooked and by noticing that there is something in you that's saying, let's give this a go, let's try something new, making one small move in a new direction each day can make such a big difference. I hope you found day 1 of your mini training, Becoming Unstuck, really, really helpful. And guys, can I just ask if you found this useful at all, please will you leave 5 stars in a review? For some reason, my podcast is really low on reviews, and perhaps it's because I don't ask for them. So here I am asking for reviews and 5 stars on my podcast if you have found this useful in any way.